Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am Lou Mangello. You, of course, are my friend. I am super excited to sort of see you tonight. If you're watching live, thank you so very much for joining me. Get comfortable, grab a snack. More importantly, share this and invite a friend. If you're watching on the replay, don't forget to join me every Wednesday right here at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Turn on notifications and on See First so you don't ever miss a thing, not just when I go live on Wednesdays, but when I go live occasionally from the parks. Last week, thanks to everybody who followed along on the adventurers, plural, in Disneyland and Pixar Pier, and all of the dining that went along with it. Super excited to see a lot of familiar names and faces in the box. Some people who I know, who I haven't met yet. Carrie, I'm hoping to see you at some point over the next couple of days. Colin, Erin, Dave Anderson, good to see you again. You were on the Nation Call just 2 nights ago. Always a lot of fun. I miss Alaska and hanging out with you on Deck 11 around the food, because that's where I'm always. If you are watching Tired Melanie Jones, then you need some kind of pick-me-up. I will do my best to do it. Maybe a giveaway will help you. Maybe we'll do a little giveaway tonight. I've got, I have prizes, plural, prizes and prize packages. So maybe we'll do like a single giveaway, and maybe I'll let you choose which of the mystery prize or prizes or prize packages you like. Kelly Williams Bagby, good to see you again. Keith Groshans, thank you, brother. I appreciate you getting what you got to me so quickly. Awesome as always. I have no complaints, changes, or anything. So just get me what I need to get you. Kira, Iron, Poggy, Pogue, Kira, good to see you too. Jamie, Missy, Dylan, Christopher, Cindy Moat Steppen. It's been too long. We have to see each other more than just on the crazy race weekends. Mike's got his snatch. Cat got his snacks. Can't watch a Lou podcast on an empty stomach. You're a smart man. I don't have as many snacks as I would like. I had a late monstrous lunch at the aforementioned Chick-fil-A. Because we're going to talk about chicken, because Guy Fieri's Chicken Guy? The Chicken Guy. I didn't know he was the chicken guy, but the chicken guy is coming to Disney Springs. Where'd that come from? I don't even know where. Somewhere in Disney Springs, Guy Fieri is coming to bring. That's interesting. Going toe to toe. I want to see a throwdown. Guy Fieri's chicken and Art Smith's chicken. There's no losers in that battle. Like, that's a win-win for chicken people everywhere. Even if you're not a chicken person or play one on TV, it's just more good food coming to Disney Springs. I need bigger pants. I need bigger pants and darker clothes, and that's why I only shoot from the mid-waist up. Christina McMullen, hey Lou and Box People, first time watching, long time listener to the podcast. Excited to be here. I'm excited to have you here. Wait, I'm going to highlight your. There you go. I'm excited to have you here. Christina, where are you watching from, and what's your favorite restaurant in Walt Disney World? Brett Bowen from New Orleans. I need to get back to New Orleans. And by I need to get back to New Orleans, what I mean is I need to get back to eat in New Orleans. One of my favorite cities on planet Earth, not the least of which reasons is because of the food. So, did I finally have all the details for September? You are obviously talking about the often mentioned yet never quite revealed Save the Date events, plural, for September. I was on a very long call today with, I will say this because Becky's not here, so I can say it. I was on a long call today with Becky and with Disney trying to lock in final details for this event. I've got my ducks in a row. We are waiting on a couple of things. I sincerely apologize. I can't, I'm not passing the blame to anybody else, but when you are coordinating events and playing on somebody else's playground, sometimes you have to wait for certain things to be pulled together. Plus, we're trying to do something a little bit different, a little bit special that's never been done before, because that's how we'd like to do stuff. So hopefully by next week, I will have details and ticket sales open. And if you are a member of, where are you? The WDW Radio Nation. WDW Nation people represent here in the box. Let me know. Let us all know who you are. You guys are going to get first crack at the tickets. And I will tell you that one of the events that we are planning is, by virtue of what and where it is, very, very limited in number. So you guys are going to get first crack It's limited in number, not because not because I like things to be exclusive, but because it's a special place, and we're trying to get Disney to do something that they don't normally do for us. Jeanette White, where in Hawaii are you, and can you send me some really good fresh tuna poke? Joseph Breeton's just finished Tokyo Dining. Of course, it's delicious. I dig me some Tokyo. I haven't done a live dining review of Tokyo Dining yet, but I should in anticipation. Look at this segue, Mangello, for our Adventures by Disney in Japan coming this next October. We have now less than 10 spots left. I believe we might even have a single available. We have been talking about this behind the scenes a lot. This is going to be, I'm telling you, it will be the trip of a lifetime. If you are able to do it and join us, and if you've ever even thought about going to Japan, this is going to be the way to do it. We've got some very, very cool stuff planned for this, and it's just going to be us. So if you are interested in all, go to www.com/Japan19. If you are not interested, you can go there and just spread the word anyway. Let's see. This is why I wear a lot of black for food. Korean, like, we've never actually met, but we've bonded over things like that, over our love of Disney and our love in food. Paul Clark, good to see you. Lisa, Judy Pavarini, nice to see you again. Where is Becky? Who knows where Becky is? Where's the puppet? She's at Club 33. Lou, get Thanksgiving pants. Plenty of room for chicken and desserts. I mean desserts. I think you said dessert, but I know that you meant desserts. I'm actually more of a chicken guy than I am a dessert guy, although Art Smith and his hummingbird cake is no joke. And pecan pie during Momentum the next morning is so good. Robert Mercado, I am down with some kind of spicy gumbo. Rob James, I thought I said Rick James. I was so excited, like, wow, Rick James is watching kids. Rick James, but never mind. New Orleans food and the music is the best. I will tell you, some of the best food, the best entertainment, the best time that I've ever had was in New Orleans, although I have a feeling Japan's going to possibly trump that. Let's see. What was the Mexican place in downtown Disney that also had chicken? The Mexican place that had chicken. Do you mean Pollo Campero? Is that what you're thinking of? That used to be near. It used to be near where T-Rex is. It's now where the Lego store currently sits. Kathy Wicks, nice to see you. Greetings from beautiful Central Illinois. I will be in Central Illinois, I think. Where is it? Am I going to? That's not confirmed yet. I might be in Central Illinois at some point early next year. Let me see who else. Melanie Jones, nice to see you as well. Jason Saunders, good things always come to those of weight. I agree. Hal Cussler, which side of the country? Nation representing. Oh, which side of the country is the Save the Date event? It's going to be here. And then we might be planning something for the future. And by we, I mean me. I just haven't told Becky. Should I book a hotel and flight now? Jamie, I hate to say yes before I've actually gotten the ink on paper and all of the details locked in, but I would probably start looking. I would definitely start looking. So Melissa Lawrence, Andrew Milan, nice to see you as well. Joshua Wenig, Harlan's son, it is good to see you, although I can't actually see you. That would be weird. Joshua, how old are you? And if your dad says it's okay, where are you from? I don't mean your street address, but geographically, where are you from? Any Castaway Key excursion ideas? Was thinking the jet ski. So, Tom, the jet skis are fun. I love going snorkeling. I love going out snorkeling, although I wish they had a jet ski to bring me back because coming back is exhausting. But you snorkel out. The water is crystal clear. You find some hidden treasures buried in the sand, as well as the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea Nautilus submarine, which is worth going out there. And if you got a waterproof camera, you get some really neat views of the ship. Also, a couple of times I've rented bicycles before, and you can go way out, to the center of the island to the lookout tower. It's stairs. I know. It almost sounds like bicycles and stairs for Lou doesn't sound like it's a beautiful view. And something really unique. And if you get a chance to go over the adult beach, which I've actually never done before, other than to take pictures, I've never actually stayed at the adult beach. But that is a blast as well. Kimberly Bouchard, nice to see you as well. I know you're in Ireland, Scotland, some land. You're some land out there you're in Ireland because you're doing Irish step dancing with your daughter. I think I've got that right. So, Slánta, something like that to you. Let's see. Let me catch up on some other questions. Becky is in the house. Don't talk about that thing. I will not. Fortunately, I got that out before she got here. And I was so happy to be able to show you guys all the things that's on the whiteboard before she walked in. So, Josh, saw you at Disneyland last week, but you and your majesty were walking through downtown Disney. Couldn't even stop. Had to put the handshake and a hug. Josh, next time that happens, man, throw something at me, tackle me, put food in front of me, whatever it is to stop me. Always come and say hi, man. It doesn't matter where I am or what I'm doing. Bryce, you haven't missed it yet. I talked a little bit about September in that conversations were taking place today. We are really hoping that by next week we'll have ink dry on paper so that we can not only reveal it, but start opening up ticket sales as well. Let's see. Did you close down the Cozy No Cone stand in DCA? Matt, I wanted to. I had my Cozy Cone singular, which was disappointing because I would like to have had more. Fortunately, Becky is probably not listening. The heat and humidity does not bode well for a happy Becky Mencken. She needs certain accoutrements, like air conditioning and cocktails that they don't necessarily have at the Cozy Cone. So she indulged me in my Cozy Cone, and then we went for air conditioning and cocktails together. So, but God, I love me the Cozy Cone. Something fierce. The chili con carne, and then you followed up with a chicken verde, and what was that? I had a little frozen drink thing. It was a limeade. So I don't know. Whatever it was delicious because it was ridiculously hot. Mary Wall says, I need to come back to New Orleans for beignets. Done. Po' boys. I'm all down with that. Oyster po' boys at Stanley. And the red beans. The red beans and rice at Stanley was so good. And muffaletta sandwiches at, what's the name of the grocery place there? So good. I don't normally like olives, but I like them on a muffaletta sandwich. So, Karen says, forget about turning Japanese, turn Cajun. I could easily live in New Orleans. I dig the vibe there very, very much. Bill, Katya, Berardino family, when and where is the August meet of the month? I have no idea. I will tell you it's got to be inside somewhere because it's stupid hot and it's already only July. The best I can tell you is that let's see, it will probably be, well, it's going to have to be, who am I kidding? It has to be the weekend of the 11th because the weekend before, I am not allowed to make any plans according to my calendar. I've got something else the weekend after, and then I'm going to Indianapolis the following weekend. Speaking of which, by the way, if you're going to be in the Indianapolis area on Saturday, August 25th, I'm going to be speaking, at the Indy Disney Meet in Noblesville, Indiana, and then next day, like magic, I am going to be in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, home of Rolling Rock and Mr. Rogers and his neighborhood. I'm speaking at a college there, so I'm speaking at St. Vincent's College, but I will be doing a meetup Sunday night somewhere in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. It's going to be around food, and they put French fries and everything. So if you're in Indianapolis, in Indiana, or in Latrobe, go to the events page at WDWRadio.com. Katie McNamara, why are you saving the date? I wish I could tell you, but Becky would do very mean physical harm to me if I did. I want to tell you. All I will tell you is that the intention right now is to have a weekend-long series of fun, special events. And, of course, as she is want to tell you, you need to go right here to Mousefan. Just hit the button. Not that it'll do anything. Go to mousefantravel.com. This way you can book your resort reservation for that weekend. And maybe you'll get a little guidance in terms of recommended places or at least areas that you might want to stay. I want to tell you so desperately, and I can't because I can't. Now that I did a video on the Lamplight Lounge, how long before it closes? It can't, because it is the hot spot out in Pixar Pier. Man, did we have fun. Like Becky Mankin, like mind-blowing amount of fun. And oh, by the way, I was tired and I was hungry, and I'm an idiot. You can all take your time, agree, right? I'm an idiot. It's not the Lamplighter Lounge, it's the Lamplight Lounge. And I realized when I posted the video today, I said Lamplighter like 3 times. So I'm sorry to all of you. You'll still find it. It's the place with the really long line outside, the redonkulously good food inside, and in case you didn't see it, the secret dining room downstairs. You can find it. I show you how to find it. You have to ask for it, like secret knock, secret way to enter the door, but it is great food, beautiful venue, and it is the best view of the park in that secret private balcony that you can get. So you will soon be able to make reservations, but right now it's just sort of knowing to know and ask. So Monica says, after years of Facebook, you need to respond to my friend request. Monica, I promise you I will. I'm going to write down your name. And I apologize. And I don't, it's not a number thing for me, but I literally have like 2,000 friend requests, and Facebook at one point wasn't letting me accept any more friend requests. You can follow, I don't know why. Facebook believes you can't have that many friends. I say nay, nay. So Facebook says I couldn't add any more friends, and I don't want to kick any friends out because we're still always friends, whether we met yet or not. I will try and add you if I can. If not, I will just keep on trying until Facebook allows me to. Jamie Rotello, hello from Buffalo and your oh-so-wild wings. Buffalo Bills prediction this year. What is the Buffalo Bills record prediction this year? I'm going to say 11-4-1. Just to throw a tie in there, just for goof. So, let's see. Come hang with us Saturday night. I did the after hours event a couple of weeks ago in Magic Kingdom. It was very late for me. I'm as I get older. I used to do my best work between 10 o'clock at night and 2 o'clock in the morning. Like that's when I wrote my books. That's when I get my work done. As I'm starting to get to this advanced age, and very close. I'm approaching, within days, I'm approaching the half-century mark. It's only a number. I don't care. I'm still a 7-year-old boy trapped in an almost 50-year-old body. But late night in Magic Kingdom is a late night in Magic Kingdom. And it's such a far walk to my car, and my house is so far away. It's like 7 minutes. But after hours of Magic Kingdom is a blast, because when I say that there's nobody, I mean there is nobody there. And I mean that as a good thing. So if you want that feeling of having the park all to yourself, literally walking on every single attraction, like the longest wait was 5 minutes, and that was for popcorn, which is free with your ticket price. It's like saying it's a free food on the cruise. No, you have to pay to get on the cruise. You have to pay to get into after hours. But the longest line, the only line I waited for was for the semi-free popcorn. I believe tickets are $115, somewhere around there. But our event was from, I think, 10 o'clock at night to 1 o'clock in the morning. You can get in as early as, I believe, 7 p.m. So 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. So it's like 6 hours, something like that, of nonstop fun. And again, once they close the park to regular guests at 10, it's a ghost town, and you're walking on everything. And if you want that feeling or that photo or that selfie or whatever of being one of the last people or the only souls in Magic Kingdom, you absolutely will get it. And the sun is down. There's not a lot of people. It's a lot cooler, both temperature-wise and cooler just experientially wise. It's a really neat event, just like the H2O glow nights at Typhoon Lagoon, which I might be doing on Saturday. I might be doing H2O glow nights, but ain't nobody want to see this in a bathing suit. This is the body of a nearly 50-year-old man who just came back off an Alaska cruise and a weekend in Pixar Pier. There's a lot of carbs and calories still waiting to sort of escape from this Baymax-like figure. So, Becky, there was so much food at the event. It was so good. There might even be a video, soon, about that. Possibly. Anybody watch the video today? If you watch the video, give me a heart, give me a love, give me a thumbs up, whatever it is. If you watch the video I posted today about Lamplight Lounge, because I also have an interview with an Imagineer, and there's going to be not one, but two, count them, two more videos coming. And if you don't think one's about food, hi, I'm Lou Mangello. Have we met? A food one's coming. It's going to be awesome. It was so good. Cookie num-nums. That's all I'm going to say is cookie num-nums. And the spicy hot dog. I know Becky doesn't like spice. I love the spicy hot dog. It might have been my favorite things. Although the cookie num-num was really good too. With chocolate milk, that was nice. Milk was a bad idea. I'm quoting Ron Burgundy. It was a bad idea because it was so hot, but it was still so delicious. Heather, pomegranate lemonade. That's what I had. You know me so well, and you also know the menu so well. Can you have eye contact with Becky? Not normally, but I believe Becky might be selling a platinum VIP eye contact direct conversation ticket where you won't have to actually go through her handler. So you might actually be able to speak directly to her. We're still working out the details on that. Jim Lawler, I agree. Sunshine Seasons was nice and cool, except when that sun was beaten down. It was still hot in there as well. Vive la France! And then we went to go celebrate in France for the World Cup. So Becky says he knows what he wants when it comes to Cozy Cones. A flight. You like your flights, don't you? Your flight of so incredibly sweet drinks. But yeah, I don't need a flight, Becky. I don't mind. I have no problem or compunction or embarrassment about ordering 2 Cozy Cones all for myself. And if you touch my Fritos again, you're going to pull back a stump. I'm just saying. Jessica, nice to see you. Stephen Williams, the late, great Arnold Palmer. Are you talking about the beverage or the golfer? Because I know the beverage much better than I know the golfer. Save the date for what, Lori Oliveri? I am not at liberty to reveal as yet. It's not my fault. We're waiting on a final couple of details, and then hopefully next week I will have early sales for the nation and then sales for everybody else, and we will open up the floodgates and reveal everything that we have been working on. And thanks again to Becky Mankin from MEI and Master and Travel for all your vacation planning needs. Home of Steelers training camp. Rob James, you are correct, sir. I forgot about that. The weekend is September 21st through the 23rd, 2018. Go New York Giants. Let's see. Pixar Pier is fun. The Incredicoaster is awesome. Josh Schmidt. So I think we're going to talk. I think we're going to do a show about Pixar Pier because I was pleasantly surprised at how what appears to be a quote-unquote simple overlay completely changed the feel, obviously the theming, the story, but the atmosphere of that park is very, very different from what it was before. I will tell you that save for a rare ride on the, what was the coaster? The California Screaming Coaster, I never went to Paradise Pier. That's a lie. I went to go eat at the place all the way in the back, whose name I don't even know. Now Pixar Pier becomes a destination because the Incredicoaster is super fun, a completely different attraction at night. Food there is without a doubt an attraction. The Lamplight, not Lamplighter, as I've said in the video 18 times, the Lamplight Lounge is the hot spot possibly in all of Disney California Adventure. Great food, incredible Pixar theming and details in there, and the secret dining location, waterfront views, cocktails for Her Majesty. But it has a very, very different feel there. The only thing I'm sad that we missed was Bing Bong's Sweet Shop, because like Bing Bong, I too am made primarily of cotton candy. Again, I have a Bing Bong that's what I need to go to as Halloween. I'm going to be Bing Bong because I don't need very much except something pink because I've got the physique. Let me see. Let me catch up here. Will I be at Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend? Absolutely. I will be there cheering. You can possibly be there running. Sweaty hugs, optional but free, of course. Jenny Morrison from Ohio. Julie, nice to see you as well. Bonnie Gautley. Let me catch up here. Giants training camp opened up today. I have 4 words for you. Saquon Barkley. Giants, worst to first. I'm going to put it, and I'm kiss it death. I know. Giants go from worst to first this year. Hal Cussler, a WDW Radio scooter would be awesome. Put a little like dining tray on top. Oh yeah, Big Daddy. Like I might just sprain my ankle so I can get a scooter just to go through the parks. Keith Groshant, I am 2 more wake ups and you are back home. It was nice to see you and your young'un the other night. Would love to see you guys while you're here if possible as well. Would I please wish Nolan a happy birthday? He will freak out. Nolan Riley, my pal, my buddy, congratulations on at least by law becoming an adult. Let me tell you something. Adulting is stupid. Stay a kid as long as you can. Keep that little 7-year-old boy in you as long as you can. But congratulations on now being able to vote and be drafted and in some states rent a car. Obligations are awful. Let's see, $119 for AP members. I assume you mean for the after hours event. I believe you are correct. Hello from Panama City up in the Panhandle. Destin, Florida is the most beautiful place on the planet. So, what is the price to install air conditioning? If not, then install air conditioning where? At the Cozy? That would be nice. If they had air conditioning at the Cozy Cone, I might never leave. Can I do a midweek meet? My wife, I don't like the word and greet. That just sounds like weird. My wife works weekends. Please. Donald Nicholson, you know what, man? Wait a second. Maybe that's what I'll do for August. Maybe I'll do an August midweek meet of the month inside somewhere, and maybe we'll sort of coordinate it with this. We'll do a meetup and live broadcast all at the same time, and then collectively as a group, as a tribe, as a community, as a family, we'll all go ride something or more likely go get something to eat. # Cookie Num Nums. Kimberly Bouchard, have a good night. Becky says, oh my Lord, really? I don't know what I said, but I'm sure there's lots of different things. Cookie Num Num is by far the best chocolate chip on property. Matt, it's arguably one of the top, maybe even a top 5 snacks in Disney, definitely Disney California Adventure. I don't know about Disneyland because there's so much good stuff. John C. Jones, you are welcome, my brother. I hope it put a smile on your face. I think that every event in life should be held at Sunshine Seasons. Nice food selection. I'm just upset, Tim, that I didn't get a chance to have. They got that seared tuna and that spicy noodles. I need to go back to Epcot. Although, is anybody doing? If you're an annual pass holder, show a hand, show a heart. Anybody doing one of the pass holder late night after hour? What I don't even know. VI pass holder, whatever they called it. VI pass holder events. They're doing, I think, one in Magic Kingdom, and 2 in Epcot. I'm doing the one in October in Epcot. I'm going to need a nap earlier in the day because that's late night for Lou Mangello. So, CJ Caracciolo. I think I got that right. I got a D in Italian. Sorry. Good evening. We're doing Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Hollywood Studios with our 4-year-old daughter in October. You guys are going to have a blast. I don't buy into that philosophy of, 4 years old, it's too young. You are going to have so much fun dressing her up, taking her to the Halloween party, watching her face light up, especially at things like the Disney Junior live on stage and some of the things that are going to really sort of appeal to her. And August is a beautiful time to go, as long as it's not as unseasonably hot as it is now. Because it could be 100 degrees in August because it's Florida, and Florida's always broken. So, let's see. Will I be in Disney from August 12th to the 14th, other than the meet of the month? I don't know. I'm traveling a bit in August to speak. Also, it's August in Florida, and it's crowded, and it's hot, and crowded. and also crowded and hot. So I don't know that I'm not in the parks that often anyway. You might find me in Disney Springs, usually somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle of Boathouse, Morimoto, and Art Smith's Homecoming. I don't leave that triangular perimeter all that often except to get to my car in the orange garage. So somewhere in that vicinity, maybe the Marvel store, potentially at AMC, but I don't get out of the house very much. So, which is why I look the way I do. So, Bing Bong should meet and greet in the show. Is that show in the show? I would like to see a Bing Bong meet and greet. And if he smells like cotton candy, it would be wonderful. Mike Osmond, yes, I am 50 on the 2nd, which means nothing to me because it's just a number. Do they have senior rates at this? Oh, I should have read the whole thing before I put it up there. Listen, man, it's going to be funny how when next week I start getting that like AARP kind of stuff, but they don't know that I work for myself, so I will never, ever retire. By the way, WDW Radio Nation, for those of you who would like to join and help support the show, please do. Stephanie Perry Bullock, it is so good to see you. I miss you and the donuts that you oh so very often bring. You have to come up here, and we've got to go just to Dunkin'. I will buy you Dunkin' Donuts, and we will get together for donuts just to catch up. So Martin still wants his WDW Radio stretchy pants. I agree. If you find a vendor who can make them, we can make that happen. It's like Lula Row, but LOU, La Row, with just WDW Radio stretchy pants. I'm going to ignore all that EAGLLEES kind of nonsense that's going on. So Cindy Moat-Steppen, who I love, by the way, says, heaven help me, but I signed up for the marathon in January. What's wrong with you? It's on my birthday. Yay! 22, 23, possibly 24 max. I'm so counting on that hug and tissues. I'll have the hug. I'll try to remember to bring tissues because I'll be crying by the time I get to you, which is fine. I'm all down for the hugs, preferably not the need for tissues, but that's what I am there for. So, let's see. No, I work during the week. I know I can't make everybody. Let's see. Doing the October date. We'll be there October 2. Yay! I'm a D23 member. Can't find discounts. I do not believe there are D23 discounts for theme park tickets. There's often D23 discounts on merchandise, but not, from what I understand, theme park tickets on either coast. I don't believe. Monica, I haven't tried the brick oven pizza at Pop Century. Again, not getting out very much. I will try because good pizza down here is so very hard to find. Although, when I did the article for, this is not me trying to name drop, maybe it is. When I did the article for People, I was hitting a lot of those resorts trying to investigate some of the food. And I will tell you that the food at the Pop Century and Art of Animation food courts is excellent. Like a really, really nice surprise. And I did an interview today for, I probably can't say what it is yet. I did a magazine interview today and was talking, obviously, hi, I'm Lou, primarily about the food, and even remarked about how the food courts at the resorts offer not just such a wider variety than like a first-time guest's expectations of being hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken nuggets, and French fries, but every place has something a little bit different. Like we've done meetups at Art of Animation and Pop, and the food there has been great. I don't know that I would make a special trip there, but if you're staying there, the food at the food courts is pleasantly delicious. And oh, how I love over at French Quarter how the quick service there is so much better than it was. I've been there for breakfast and lunch and dinner. I think I did a live review of dinner. So good. Sorry. David Potts, you are my new best friend because you said you are convinced that I am in my 30s. Thank you, and I love you. I miss and definitely need to have a donut with you as well. How do you join the WDW Radio Nation? It's super easy. If you go to WDWRadioNation.com, you can find out how you can, and it does. Look, this is a way not only for you to help the show and keep the lights on, but be part of this community, and I want to give you things in return. So depending on what level you join at, you will get everything from, digital products to early access to events, monthly scavenger hunts. We also do a live video group call where all of you get on video. And sometimes we've had like 30 people in there, which is a ton of fun because it's like this, but everybody gets to talk and it's much more conversational. I love it as well because I get to see you. I get to hear you instead of just reading. We do those every month. Those are a blast. And some levels also get care packages from Walt Disney World. And I would love to show you, but I can't give it away, a very, very special care package. The ones downstairs are packed and ready to go out tomorrow for those of you who are Platinum members. But I've also got something very, very special coming to you next month as well. So just go to www.radionation.com, please. We need a WDW Radio and a Nation merchandise store. So Hal, send me an email or a Facebook message. Let me know what kind of Nation merch you would like. I'm actually playing around with those, which I won't show you what those are, in terms of WDW Radio and Nation merch, specifically for you guys as well. So Debbie says, always my favorite character stop. Me? During the races, I was crying at mile 20. I remember you were crying at mile 25, and I'm like, go, you've got a race to finish and potentially win. So Rebecca Lonsky, help Rebecca L. Nice to see you as well. Martin, by the way, I cannot wait. Can I not allowed to say? Let's just say I can't wait to see you soon. Julie Meyer Dossie, I agree wholeheartedly about Blaze Pizza. I love the fact that they are personal pizzas made exactly the way you want, and they are fresh. And I think it's also a spectacular value for your dollar. A personal pizza, I think, is around $9 or so, somewhere around there. It's hard for one person, even fat guy Lou Mangello, to finish a whole pizza and refillable drinks, by the way. And when the weather's really nice and you sit outside, it's really, really nice as well. So had Blaze Pizza today in Chicago. It's absolutely good stuff. Floatworks says, oh, Colin says the fish sandwich is amazing. I don't know if I had the fish sandwich. We ate a lot of food when we went there, though. We ate pretty much everything else. Marcus Val loves the call. Love having you on there, Marcus. Again, having that Q&A and dialogue back and forth it takes this to a whole another level, and I really look forward to those every single month. Marla Chan, I love seeing you. You are always so you are such a wonderful member of this community for such a long time, and I appreciate how much you comment and like and share things, especially on Facebook. So I want to just quickly thank you for that. Don't think it doesn't go unnoticed. I don't even read this ahead of time. What's your advice to make the most of one night stay at Port Orleans Riverside, both in terms of activities and food? First night of 2-week one night at Riverside. It's very simple. You go to Boat Rights for dinner, and then you stay and leave a little bit of room for snacks and food and drinks or whatever, and you have to go see Yeehaw Bob at River Roost Lounge. Then when you're done, or in between or after his first set, just wander the property at night, take a carriage ride or a boat ride to Disney Springs. It is beautiful at night, especially if you get one of those cool Florida nights that we get like 2 days out of the year in mid-January. So it's really nice. So our beignet our beignet dipping sauces over the top. Tim Moore. The only thing that can make a beignet better is dipping it in chocolate or strawberry sauce. Or I think they also have the cafe au lait sauce as well. I think there's 3 different ones you can choose from. So I just get them all 3. Would you recommend staying at Pop instead of a deluxe to save money? I'm 55 and traveling with my wife. So, Robert, this is such a subjective question because it depends on how you vacation and what's important to you. For me, oftentimes, I need a bed and a shower. But one of the other things to consider is location. How often do you go back to your resort? What parks you might be going to most often? So there are arguments to be made, and very valid ones and easy ones, to stay on the monorail loop, to stay at beach club or yacht club or boardwalk because of the location, the convenience, the amenities. The beds are oh so comfortable. But by the same token, look, for me, it's hard for me to justify a Savannah View room at Disney's Animal Kingdom, because for me, the way I vacation, I'm never in my room. I will never take full advantage of what that view will give me. So I would rather stay somewhere else, drive over to Animal Kingdom Lodge, eat the view the animals there, and then eat them. And then go downstairs to Sanaa and have bread service, which is not made from any of the animals out on the savannah. But they're so very delicious. Let's see. I need a car window stickers like the Outline family ones at Disney. Mean something like this. Come to New York. We have the best pizza. Melissa, that's the only thing I miss about. The interview I did today was somebody who was up in New York, and she and I talked for about 15 minutes just about the food that I miss from the New York, New Jersey area. Stephanie Vink says, Lou, I loved your book. Wow, thank you. Everybody needs to read it. I've been to Disney World many times, but love the tips, found them useful. I'm craving another inbox episode with Becky. I love those. You guys are so funny together. Really? Wait, did Becky pay you to say that? Thank you from me and her. We're trying to get one of those in the can in the next couple of days as well. So, Holly, Tippett, Hodgkin, we're going to bond right here because I just saw one word and that's why I clicked it. My 180-day mark for January was this week. I booked the Boathouse for dinner on January 9th. My daughter's birthday. Can't wait. Tell them it's her birthday and tell them Lou sent you. It probably won't do anything, but tell them anyway. Remember what we discussed in my email? Could be for nation members too. Judy Pavarini, I'm with you, sister. I got you. Ryder Jones, thanks. Love what you do. Thank you, Ryder Jones. That's like the coolest name ever. What's your name? I'm Ryder Jones. Like, you need to say it like I'm Ryder Jones. Look forward to being down there in September. Clearly, I'm hungry and somewhat punch drunk. I just synced my TV to Facebook, so now I'm watching you on a 75-inch screen. Wow, in a good way. Now I feel like I need to sit farther back because my giant, freakishly large head must be... Can you take a picture of that and send it to me or post it in the Box People group? Because I kind of want to see it, and now I'm worried that I kind of don't want to see it. But I'm just curious as to what that looks like. And hopefully there's no small children around because it would scare them immeasurably. Let's see. New rooms at Pop are fantastic. I've seen pictures. Jim Lawler, Chick-fil-A for lunch tonight. Chick-fil-A for late lunch and a gigantic half sweet, half unsweet tea just for the caffeine and the sugar that I need. Let's see. Still waiting for the Shades of Green podcast. So, Nick Butt, I actually did that. If somebody wants to quickly search for that, I did a podcast about, I'll look for it for you. Who am I kidding? Let me see if I can find, let me see. I did a podcast about like the military, Walt Disney World from a military perspective is back on show 108. And I had somebody retired from the military join me, and we talk at length about Shades of Green. I was actually there relatively recently, embarrassing myself, experiencing for the first time the new foot golf that they have there, which is a lot of fun for those of you who are athletically coordinated. Not this guy. But it was a blast, even though it was like 97 degrees. A lot of fun. For anybody of any age, and you actually play on the not the Palm, it's on the Magnolia golf course, I think, and it's really cool. So you play alongside regular golfers, but it is a lot of fun. Jim O, I promise the Moving to Florida podcast is happening. I actually have notes and getting ready to pull that together. The new peach white tea from Lemonade at Chick-fil-A is amazing. My daughter, like, that's what she drinks, like it's going out of style. Faye Edmondson, foot golf. It really was a lot of fun. And what I think is neat is if you go with, two or three friends, your family, it would make for a really neat, like go in the morning before you go to the parks. Or if you're going to do like a non-park day, maybe do a little foot golf, maybe do a little pool, a little Typhoon Lagoon. I really want to go on Saturday. I think I need to go on Saturday to Typhoon Lagoon. I'm able to go during the day and then stay for H2O glow nights. And I might have to for research purposes. Chad Williams, bravo to you. It was, in fact, the Disney Inn. So Chad, here's a question for you. What Disney characters adorned the old Disney Inn sign before it turned to become Shades of Green? I would play Jeopardy music, but I don't have the license for it. But just now play it in your head. What characters adorned the Disney? And I think they even did. I think they were even on the cards, and all like your check-in material. I think they were sort of the unofficial kind of mascots, plural, of the Disney Inn. With Becky Stout, look at you, Chad Williams. So way that all of you sort of popped in. It was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Look at you guys. You guys rock. Kayla Archup, I would love to say goodnight to your, and I love the name Lorelei, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I think I am. Lorelei, thank you so very much for staying up with your mom and watching this crazy person on the computer or the phone or your 75-inch TV. I hope you have a good night and sweet dreams about something magical. Bye. Stay hungry. Yes. Yes. Enjoy the lazy river at Typhoon Lagoon. Chauncey Friend, I'm afraid I'll get harpooned if I go into the lazy river. Or there's gonna be a line for a meet and greet because they're gonna think that I'm Baymax just sort of floating around there. Sam Murray, what do I suggest for dinner at homecoming? I've wanted to go for our last trip, didn't make it, been waiting a year and a half to try it. Or would you suggest going somewhere else instead? Not the Boathouse, because my husband's allergic to shellfish. So first of all, Sam, you know me so well, because my first thought went to Boathouse. Please be advised that Boathouse is not just a seafood restaurant. It is a Gibson steakhouse. I will argue, and I will put the Boathouse steak up against the Shula, Yachtsman, and Le Cellier steak any day of the week and twice on Sundays. That being said, Art Smith's Homecoming, here's the play. Don't even ask. You don't even need a menu. You get hush puppies and deviled eggs and fried green tomatoes as an appetizer. It sounds like a lot because it is, but that's okay. And then there's really only two options for dinner, in my opinion. You either get the fried chicken platter with the mashed potatoes and a couple of different sides and the cheddar, the biscuit, or I actually prefer the fried chicken sandwich because the carbs on the fried chicken aren't enough. I need to extra carb load up, but they put this somewhat mildly spicy, like a mayonnaise on it. It's so stupid good. Now I want homecoming fried chicken. I don't know why I do these shows from my house. I should just do them from restaurants and just be done with it. Save myself the agony. You guys don't want to see me eat all night, but that's where Church Lady deviled eggs. Missy Nevin, you had me at Church Lady and deviled eggs. Martin loves the chicken. Martin from the UK loves the chicken. So that is quite an endorsement. Stephen Schwartz Rock loves the steak at Boathouse. It's so good. They used to have a tomahawk steak that was like $111. It was like literally that big. I remember when they did a media preview, they brought one out to. They don't have that anymore. But the regular, the steak that they have now is, they shouldn't even give you a knife because you could just cut it with your fork. That's how meltery. I made that word up and I love it. It's somebody copyright that. It was meltery because it like melts in your mouth and it's buttery. It's so good. I gotta get dressed. We're going to the Boathouse. I'm kidding. My son just goes, what? All Although we could. He's going to come running up and knocking on the door any second now. We need another show. Look at you. I need another show from Dunkin' Donuts. Ray Kastner, you are a good friend, man. You remember back when I lived in Naples and my internet went down and I broadcast from Dunkin' Donuts late one night. That was a lot of fun, although people at Dunkin' Donuts thought I was a crazy person. So, Sam, you don't care about making me hungry. You know that's a fun type of torture. Carrie Zaray, trying to decide on Homecoming, Boathouse, or Enzo's tomorrow night. You're not gonna go wrong with any of those three. My order of preference obviously would be Boathouse. Tell them Lou sent you. I'm not kidding. Homecoming or Enzo's. I would do it that order, and then if Boathouse isn't what you're thinking, I would put Homecoming as a strong second or swap with first. Enzo's is wonderful, and the Hideaway is great. Marie and Enzo's is wonderful, but I think the other two are exceptional. And I love Homecoming is the right name for that restaurant because it's warm comfort food. So don't steal my meltery.com. Like, that's, oh my God, that could be the name of my restaurant. The Meltery. Wait, seriously, come on. Does anybody own meltery.com? Becky, if you register meltery.com, meltery.com, I'm really looking it up. Come on now. Oh, I don't think anybody has it. Lou's Meltery. I'm going to make up a restaurant that just serves melty cheese and melty foods that melt in your mouth. I don't think anybody owns meltery.com. I'll bet you Becky's going to register it. They're already in the car at the Boathouse. I have to register. Let me see. Hold on here. I'll bet you Becky's going to try and beat me to it. That's the second word I made up today. There was another food-related word I made up not too long ago. I'm like, oh, I should have. It was something to do with buttery, meltery.com. John Jones, don't keep sending me pictures of Southern Cajun food. I get fat just looking at them. And I don't know if you know who you are, Lou. I'll just say your name. Lewis, there's somebody who sends me pictures. Oh, Meltery's taken. Becky, I hate you so much. But it's probably not you. But yeah, he sends me pictures of and videos of food every day, and I'm starving 24 hours a day. I'm afraid to open up. John Delancey, too much food talk. Got to go make some supper and go do the magic that you're doing over there at your. By the way, John, if you're still here, congratulations on your new podcast, the Story Driven Business Podcast. You can link it up there at delancey.io. Just relaunched it. Very, very cool marriage of storytelling and Disney. I linked the other day to it on Twitter. How the Haunted Mansion can teach you about marketing. Very, very well done. You can learn a lot. Go subscribe and like his page. And by the way, John has a contest where you can win a prize package, no joke, worth $1,000. So go and definitely check it out. So Stephen Williams, my friend from New Jersey, says, I have to tell you, I was driving around listening to your Sunday dinner show, and I had to change a reservation to go there in September on Sunday. Stephen Williams, I don't think you'll be disappointed. You know that our reviews are unscripted, unplanned, and especially with my kids, you're getting authentic reactions. We were like, geez Louise, this is really good. And there was a lot of food. We ate leftovers for days. And by days, I mean, I finished it all the next day. But a normal family could have leftovers for days. So that was really, 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 really good stuff. I did, Tim Moore, I am a Dunkin' Donuts guy. I did see the new fancy chocolate coconut donut when I was traveling the other morning. I may have gotten one just for research purposes, because if you have to have a little donut with your cup of joe and your egg white turkey English muffin thing. So The Meltery. Oh my God, I'm in for the opening night of the Meltery. I need to start. I'm going to form a restaurant just so I can use that name. Lou Mongello's Meltery and Spirits. I probably won't sell alcohol there. The liability and the dram shop insurance is just way, way too high. Lou's Meltery serves only the freshest and finest Meltery foods. I think we're onto something here. Like, I think this is, I'm going to talk to Steve Schussler. I'm going to pitch Steve Schussler my Meltery idea, and we're going to go into business together like Laurel and Hardy or Captain and Tennille, and there you go. And I'll be 900 pounds by 2020. I'm not kidding. I might talk to Steve Schussler about my Meltery idea. Let's see. The Meltery sounds like an ice cream parlor with poor refrigeration. Would Lou's place serve poutine? It would be so Meltery, Christopher. Meltery, like gravy and squeaky cheese curds. Oh, it's a delicious French. I want poutine. Like, no joke. I would. There's a lot of things I would do right now for poutine. Lou'sMeltery.com. That one I could get. I'm sure I can get. Who wrote about Haunted Mansion and marketing? John, I don't know if you are in there in the chat, but you can go. It's Delancey, DELANCEY.io, and then click on the show, and there's a post there. So go help John out. Like and subscribe to the show. Krispy Kreme or Dunkin'. Colin, that's not $1 million. That's $1 million question I can answer very easily. Krispy Kreme is wonderful. It's almost like a novelty, like a voodoo donut. Like I like Krispy Kreme, but I love me some Dunkin' Donuts. Like Krispy Kreme I couldn't do every day. Dunkin' Donuts I could do every day because they also serve like regular food there too. But then again, when the light goes on and it says hot donuts at Krispy Kreme, you can hear the angels sing just a sweet song, like the siren song calling to you. But it's far. We have to go like by Mall of Millennium. Who wants to schlep out there? So, Mandy B's like, you're excited about the Meltery idea, right? I know a guy that can talk to you about turning what you love into what you do with the Meltery. Oh, look at you, Melanie Jones, leading me right into a quick conversation about momentum. By the way, don't forget. Now we are now down to less. I think as of today, we're down to maybe 12 seats available. I will have a full speaker lineup announced probably next week. Those 12 spots are going to go very, very quickly. If you are at all interested, visit LouMongello.com/momentum for more information. I think, do I have the... No, I don't. Did I get rid of the... Yes, I guess I did. So you know, or you should know, well, I'm going to tell you if you don't know, that our keynote speakers are Dan Cockrell, not just the son of Lee Cockrell, but the former vice president of Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Disney's Hollywood Studios, recently retired. I'm going to share about a lot of, not just about his time at Disney, but lessons that that you can take from Disney to apply to your business, your idea, your product, your service, your blog, your videos, whatever it is. And then I'm stupid excited for Ashley Eckstein to come and talk the following day. She's obviously the founder of her universe. She's the voice of Ahsoka Tano in Clone Wars, and now the new, really recently resurrected Clone Wars, coming back, I believe, early next year. She also is an author. She's a speaker and like the nicest person on the planet. She has walked the walk of entrepreneurship. She is not just a person who lives in the Disney and Star Wars and Marvel universe, but has built her own brand and business and is going to bring a lot of that to the table. And I think you're going to be really excited about some of the practical and tactical stuff that we have. And oh, by the way, just FYI, I have to do one very, very quick shameless plug while I'm talking about helping you guys turn what you love into what you do. If you can't make momentum, if you're not sure if it's right for you, if you'd like some one-on-one or small group coaching, I am available for one-on-one video calls, as well as I have a weekly mastermind group that meets every Tuesday night. I limit it to just 6 people, so it's a very tight-knit group of like-minded entrepreneurs. I currently have only 2 spots left for the group, which is going to start up again in August. If you are at all interested, please reach out to me. We can talk about it, see if it's really the right fit for you, because I would love to be. And I will tell you, that is one of the favorite things that I do, because even though Momentum is small and it's only 50 people, being able to work with you on a one-on-one type basis is really where I think a lot of the progress really happens. Melanie, I know you've been to Momentum, you've done the retreat and things like that. You understand the power of that small group and that small group mindset, and being able to do it and be accountable every single week. I will tell you, me joining a mastermind group years ago radically changed my business and what I did going forward. So that's the end of the plugs right there. So let me do this and put that back as well. I think delivery service via Uber should be available too. There's an irony that I'm just riding in an Uber from the airport just back from Disney. You guys are still talking about the Meltery. I like them. I'm thinking already of logos in my head as well. Terry Simpson Doherty doesn't even know what the Meltery is. Here I am. I thought we were friends, and you don't even know what the future Meltery is going to be. But you'll be a visitor because it's so very incredibly Meltery-ish. So, let's see. Did Becky really register losemeltery.com? She's going to make me buy it from her now. Or I could just sue her. I could just sue her and get it back because I've got the video broadcast to show that she stole my idea. So, Karine, have a good night. Hope to see you again soon. What else do you guys want to chat about? I had a whole bunch of things that we were going to. You're supposed to show up in your T-Rex costume. That was one of the funniest and weirdest days ever, by the way. The logo needs to slowly be melting into a puddle or just a sweet, buttery, meltery plate. Oh no, the one that I have is way too valuable to trade for Lose Meltery. I don't even care about the Lose Meltery thing. Melanie Jones, you are the nicest person on the planet. The Momentum is one of the best things we've ever done and cannot wait for October. The retreat in May could something. It could something. The retreat in May could be something. The mastermind link, you could just go to, LouMongello.com, and you can find it there. Just look under coaching, and you'll see a link to the group coaching and a link to one-on-one. So, Erin, in terms of updates happening to Illuminations, I know nothing officially, although I did post something in the Box People group, a video, I think it was earlier this week, that may give you some insight into what may or may not be coming. Jenny Morrison, I agree with you 1,000%. I too cannot wait for the Christopher Robin movie. If you haven't heard this week's show yet, I invite you to please listen. Jim Cummings is someone whose work I've admired for years, who I have wanted to interview for a long time, and this sort of obviously was the appropriate moment, because we don't just talk about the Christopher Robin movie and his role as Winnie the Pooh, and Tigger too, as well as Darkwing Duck, Ray from Princess and the Frog. God, I could have spent another 40 minutes just talking to him about that. Limited time stinks when you want to interview somebody. But we talk about his journey, the voiceover process, taking over the role of an iconic character like Winnie the Pooh, and then how doing it for a live action film like this and working with live actors and live directors is so very different than recording and singing for some of the animated features. And I think one of the most interesting parts for me was talking about how the character of Pooh, how, if any, he's had to change and grow up to deal with a now grown-up Christopher Robin, played by Obi-Wan Kenobi, who's married to Agent Carter. Like, could they do any better casting in this film? I'm going for Pooh. I'm going to stay for Agent Carter because I do love me some Haley Atwell, and I love Ewan McGregor too. I almost called him Obi-Wan Kenobi one more time. So I went to his presentation at the Expo. Lots of fun. Yeah, obviously he's also the voice from the possibly not soon to be around forever Illuminations. Bonnie, I agree. I love Princess and the Frog. Again, I was talking about my love of New Orleans. I love the hand-drawn animation. I love the warmth. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the music of Princess and the Frog, and it makes me smile. It makes me happy. Sometimes it makes me a little melancholy, but like in a good way. But I love it. So, can you say whether or not the September is an all or nothing thing? We'll be there that weekend and want to attend, but are planning on meeting my daughter on Friday night for my birthday, if at all possible. It is not an all or nothing thing. Don't tell Becky I said this, but the current plan for September, subject to change, is it will be a series of events. So you can do one, you can do all, you could do none, but then it wouldn't matter. So you can. You don't have to do them all. Terry, I'm not teasing you about Illuminations. I'm trying to prepare you for what I believe is going to be the inevitable. So get down here, get all your crying out, and I will tell you if what I am hearing about what may or may not be coming is true, the show's going to knock your socks off. And having seen daytime and nighttime shows in Tokyo, having seen what they did as a quote-unquote test case of the drones in Disney Springs, some of the other technology that they have been testing that I believe they'll introduce for this show, it is going to... Illumination still holds up after 25 years, but it will radically enhance that experience for you as a guest and a fan of that park. This show will be such an attractor in and of itself as opposed to just a punctuation on your day. If what I think, and maybe as a fan, hope is going to happen happens, all of a sudden... and I think for a lot of reasons in the next couple of years, Epcot is going to be the hot park, notwithstanding what's going to happen over at Galaxy's Edge. I think there's a lot more coming to Epcot than has been announced. So I think the next 12 months are going to be very interesting for Walt Disney World fans, especially those who are Epcot enthusiasts. How's that? So... let's see. Out of all the famous people you've met, I should have read this first. Out of all the famous people I've met or worked for, so first of all, Donald, I am not famous, but you were the most down-to-earth one yet, except for Loretta Lynn. The Sunshine Meet was fun. Donald, thank you so much. I don't think I have ever heard myself or ever expected myself to be in the same conversation as Loretta Lynn, who's lovely. I love Loretta Lynn. Kids, Loretta Lynn, you have to Google her. It's been a while. But thank you very much. That was very nice of you. So, Terry says, I am going to be there for the final and I will cry so hard. I trust you and Disney. Don't trust me. They're the ones doing it. But I know the place will be phenomenal, but my emotions. And that happens for a lot of us when Main Street Electrical Parade goes away, when your Castle fireworks show, insert whatever one you like, goes away. We're sad. And then you see Happily Ever After, right? And then you see some of these things that come to replacement, and you're like, you learn to love it as well. I mean, think about, so as I was watching Paint the Night last week in Disneyland, thinking about that parade and when it was in Disneyland and what it replaced, and the Pixar Play Parade and what it replaced, the people who love the parades and that came before that were probably so very sad, but then so very blown away by what they saw. I think you'll feel the same way about what is going to enhance or replace Illuminations. So some of the comments that I won't read out publicly, you guys are very close to being spot on a lot of those things. So, do you think we'll get a nighttime parade back at Magic Kingdom? Absolutely, Harlan, without a doubt. And I think there's a very intentional reason for the timing of when that parade is going to debut. So, do the math, and you will see it. So, Darlene Zalakowski, you're just Darlene Nagy from West Seneca, New York. Just make that your full name. What are things going to happen to the World Showcase? Any new countries to be added? Poland, maybe. So, I do believe a country is going to be added, and it's not necessarily the one that has been rumored, or one of the ones that's been rumored for the past couple of years. I don't think it's Poland, although I'd love some Gwumkis and Kobasis and some pierogi. Oh my God, if they had a pierogi stand, I would never leave Epcot Center. Pierogis with the onions and the sour cream. Oh my God, could you imagine? I need one of those Wall-E chairs like that the fat people were on and just sort of floated around, because that's going to be me soon. I would just float around Epcot just eating my way. We're all going to be carrying Terry out of I mean, we need to bring like Valium and paddles for her, because she's going to be a meltery mess. I can even get t-shirts. I'm a meltery mess. Hashtag meltery. The merchandising that I can do for this. Arundel Prince, I am looking forward to seeing you as well at the aforementioned Indie Disney Meet, Saturday, August 25th. Wow, I just realized it's a month away. We need to figure out what I want to talk about, don't we? But I am looking forward to seeing you as well. There's a lot of people who I've already heard from that are super excited about that event. Terry is going to chain herself to, there will be an episode. And maybe I don't want to be around Terry that night, because I'm sure security or medical personnel, Orange County Sheriff's Department, one of those three will be called at some point. So I might just I might embrace her from a distance. So Rebecca Krieger. Becky. Hey, hi Becky. Pierogies. I'm down with meat. I am so down with some pierogies. But we have to figure out when we're all going to get together, by the way. Pierogies are heaven. Joey? Whatever. Pierogies are heaven. God, I have to go visit my friend Christine so I can have some pierogies. So, paddles, like resuscitate, like the electric paddles to resuscitate her heart. Stephanie says, I know a guy, first generation Polish here in Florida, who makes homemade pierogies. Is his name Mr. Bullock? Because if so, we might need, some sort of a get together to make that happen. But it's got to, I don't have to tell him how to make the pierogies, but I like a lot of onions and a little bit of sour cream and the butter. Oh, so good. William Maglino says, believe it or not, we are still in Disney. We're supposed to fly home to Jersey on Sunday, but your flights kept getting canceled? You're 4 days late. Why? Why are they canceling your flights? I mean, there's worse places in the world to get stuck than here. But good for you. Oh, wait, who said Paul Clark, real tomato ketchup, Eddie? Real potato pancakes. What movie? With sour cream. Oh, God, Paul Clark. I haven't had potato pancakes in years. Let's go to Perkins. We're getting does Perkins still have potato pancakes? I think that might be the only place I know around here that has potato pancakes. If anybody wants to go and luber me over, I will be more than happy to. You fly, I'll buy potato pancakes. Do you like them with applesauce on them? Or how do you take your potato pancakes? So much rain and the flooding. Go figure. Is there such a thing as a store-bought pierogi? Father George, I think there is. But I would love a homemade pierogies. Yes, I would totally dig. I'm so hungry right now. Gosh. I don't know why they call it Hamburger Helper. Tastes just fine all by itself. Such a good movie. I hate the fact that Chevy Chase is a jerk in real life. It stinks. Potato pancakes. Look at Cord Cooper, right? Potato pancakes with meltery butter. Karen Musgrove. We have a Perkins, like, it's that way. Like 8 miles that way. Michelle can make those applesauce. Sophie Kravitz, see? Where are you? There you go. Whoops. Applesauce. Hey, there you go. Applesauce on yours. I think that's the way to do it because you get that nice combination of a little bit of sweet, whole lot of savory, nice cup of coffee. Man, that's a party breakfast right there. For momentum, wait a minute. For momentum, we should do like an early morning, not too early, an early morning breakfast at Perkins. Or see if we can get them to deliver potato pancakes. Or Uber Eats potato pancakes from Perkins to Momentum for the Mastermind Day. Somebody write that down. How good would that be? Or for the next Momentum retreat, I'll get like a Polish chef to come in and make it for us right there at the house. That might be an investment worth making. Write that down too. Butter, onions, and sour cream on your pierogi. That sounds good. Oh, Darlene Nagy from West End, Newark. That sounds awesome. My grandmother made the best. How does this Disney show devolve or evolve into a conversation about potato pancakes and pierogies? Does anybody mind? Is it actually applesauce graduated to sour cream and older? Well, your palate obviously matures. Missy Nevin, I don't know who you're talking to, but if you're talking about Scattered and Smothered at Waffle House, and like I think coffee is still 25% and 25 cents, and it's so good because they've probably never cleaned the grill. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. So, all right, I need to stop talking about food because I'm going to start like gnawing on my arm. I am so hungry because I'm leading the conversation. I know I didn't mean to, but that's where the train starts to go. I think somebody asked me about a dining recommendation, and all right. Focus, Mongello. Come on, snap to it. Hey, let's talk about Ant Man and the Wasp. let's get off of the food topic and talk about Ant Man and the Wasp. Who has seen it? And give me some of your thoughts about it. Maybe I'll have you guys call in about Ant Man and the Wasp. This will potentially be a spoiler-filled. A Waffle House breakfast for Momentum. That sounds so good, Ray Kastner. Focus. A spoiler-filled conversation about Ant-Man and the Wasp. For those let me know who has seen it with some hearts or some thumbs up. Cord Cooper, you're so funny. How was the popcorn at Ant-Man and the Wasp? It was so good. How did I get the food? Have you met yourself? Sorry. Joy, you had homemade pierogies every Friday for lunch. That sounds like the best Catholic school. I went to Catholic school too. I don't think we ever had that at my school. So, all right, back to Marvel. Back to Becky hasn't seen it yet because they don't. Oh, never mind. Becky, you're gonna have to sort of suck it up and go with the real people to a theater and watch it. Go late at night. There won't be any children there. Michael Kell giving many thumbs up. Julie, what did you read a Gooding? Jeez Louise. Stop with the food. Ant-Man and the Wasp was good. Give me some thoughts in terms of where it ranks for you in your Marvel Cinematic Universe. I will try and be as spoiler free as possible. But I'll share some thoughts that I had about Ant-Man and the Wasp just to stir a conversation. Maybe I'll have you guys actually call in. That's what we'll do. Maybe I'll have you guys call in and we'll talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp as relatively spoiler-free, as possible. But what I like about this film and the characters themselves, it's all about scale. This, I think, is a wonderful palate cleanser after the gravitas of Infinity War. It is, all Marvel movies are family friendly, but I think this is a movie made for families. You don't have to know all about the entire universe until the very end. in order to enjoy this movie. I really like Paul Rudd, and I like him in this movie, and I was surprised at how much I liked his very sort of boyish charm, and how he was almost more of a sidekick to the Wasp, like girl power, like you go Evangeline Lilly, I loved you so much, I'm lost. And I think part of the reason why I like this film and this character is because, again, unlike Infinity War, where you're dealing with the potential end of the world and half the people you know disappearing, Scott Lang is a unique hero. I think he's very much like Peter Parker, in case you couldn't tell, like my favorite hero ever, because he's got real world problems. Like this is a family movie. It's about family, if that makes sense. So it's a family friendly movie about family, and the focus of the film is so much more personal than it is global. I as much as I want to talk about the ending and the I will say the post credit scenes, I don't want to allude too much to that. I didn't see it coming. I wasn't thinking about that, but obviously it makes sense and very much sets up what we're going to see next. And I've heard a lot of people complain that Michelle Pfeiffer was almost wasted on this film. She was so underutilized. There's a bigger story that's going to be told in the next film. I think you are definitely going to see her in the vortex, in as yet untitled Avengers 4, assuming the whole actual quantum physics time isn't linear type of thing. And there'll be a relationship between her and Scott that we will see. I actually believe that you're going to see, and I don't think this is a spoiler, you're going to see Ant Man in Captain Marvel. And when you see the film, if you haven't already, I think you will see why. I actually think, and I'm not giving, I think this film will tie into Infinity War and Avengers 4 more than you think. I think what happened at the end of this film will tie into Gamora and where she is and why she's there. And moving forward, I loved Scott's daughter Cassie. Clearly, she is setting up for a larger role in the future. I think there's a lot of foreshadowing in some of the things that she said in the film. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I would not be surprised if you are a Marvel fan, a comic book fan, if she returns as a superhero, Stature. You'll see Cassie come back as Stature in the future. And I thought about this after the film was over. Between Infinity War and what's happening here and quantum realms and soul stones and all these kind of things and time travel, I want to say this now so I could make the leap, and I just pray that I'm right. I think with the Captain Marvel stuff and the potential of the time travel stuff going forward, I hope, nary I say, do I pray that Captain America and Peggy Carter will finally get that dance. That's what I want to see. All of this come full circle back to Captain America, the first Avenger, and go, oh my God, they finally get the first dance. And oh, by the way, I love Haley Atwell. So I don't think that was spoilerific, but if you've seen the movie, I think that you know what I am talking about. Tim, they don't talk about specifically. Yeah, well, yes, they do, and I think this is just common knowledge because Scott's on house arrest. That's why he and Hawkeye were not present. It was you'll see why he wasn't there. He couldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been there, unless he was there and really, really tiny. But I think this film is going to tie into Avengers 4, retroactively Infinity War, and Captain Marvel going forward. And I'm seeing Lou in his Spidey underoos on his knees praying about Marvel movies. Do I leave my webcam on all day, or is it just for the? Because that's way more accurate than I'd like it to be. So that's my thought. I think that this standalone film and franchise, which exists wonderfully on its own, you can just go see that movie. It's fun. It's light until the very end, and easily accessible, enjoyable by the whole family. Michael Pena steals the show once again. And again, Paul Rudd is wonderful again, almost as a supporting character. But some of the references, some of the jokes, like it's a funny movie that at the end sort of again gets a little more of the gravity of what is going on in the world, as it were. So, anybody want to call in? Talk about Ant Man and the Wasp. Am I getting a Spider-Man PS4 for the kids for Christmas? I have a PS4. I am getting the Spider-Man game. All I need to do is buy myself time so I can actually go and play it. So I may or may not have dropped a monitoring device with the T-Rex costume. Michael Pena is great in that movie. He is actually starring in a new, and I think it starts tomorrow or Friday, a new series. I don't know if it's a series or a one-off. I think it's a made-for-Netflix movie that he stars in, and I'm really looking forward to. Seeing it because I like him a lot. But yeah, Ant Man and the Wasp exists on its own, fun and funny, but I think will eventually impact Captain Marvel, Gamora, Captain America, and Peggy Carter. That's what I am predicting today, Wednesday, July 25th. And if I'm completely wrong, hopefully you'll all forget about it by the time the other movies come out. So, need to have a spoiler talk at the end of this. Kara, I think you're right. I thought about doing it maybe as a WDW Radio Nation call, just having a spoiler-only call. This way, these calls, when they get posted to Facebook, I don't want to ruin it potentially for anybody. So, Lou finding time to do something like us finding parking at the Polynesian. So, yeah, it's getting harder and harder to park with everything being so busy so often. So, if anybody wants to call in about it, I'll take what time? It's 9:00 already. I'll take a couple of calls just for giggles. So if you have thoughts, try and keep it spoiler free for those who haven't seen it. But give me your thoughts on Ant-Man and the Wasp. Let me get all this fired up and ready to go here. Okay. So here you go. There is the call-in number. Let me turn this up. There you go. Jimmy Horn, it is good stuff. It's a, like I said, you don't need to be a comic book MCU nerd at all, but it is absolutely a lot of fun. Let's give this a shot nonetheless. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, hello.
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 They must have connected you to me. I called in too.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I got. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Who's this?
This is Lou. Who's this? This is Lou Aiello, though.
Oh, a different Lou. Lou, how you doing, man?
So I'm not sure what happened.
Hello? Oh, no. And the joys of tech. So, Lou, if I hung up on you or if we got disconnected somehow, let me just switch this. There we go. Let's try it that way. All right. I haven't seen Ant-Man, and no prizes are being... Melanie Jones, I have lots of prizes to hand out. If you guys don't want to call in about Ant-Man and the Wasp, I can certainly do. All right, why don't we do this then? Why don't we do this? We'll nix this, especially since either you guys haven't seen it and we don't want to have any spoilers. Why don't we do this? We haven't played in a long time. We haven't played 20 questions. Excuse me. 20 questions is basically, if you've never seen it before, where you ask collectively 20-ish yes or no questions. I will write down a person, a place, a thing, a location, an attraction, a store, a restaurant, a food item, whatever it might be, in Walt Disney World, or maybe was in Walt Disney World. The first person that I see, because the chat does tend to be, it lags behind, yet moves very fast. The first one that I see will win. I have 3 different prizes that you can win. I'm wondering if I should show you the prize first to see what you're playing for. That's what I'll do. I'm going to show you the main prize that you can play for. You can choose to take this prize if you are the winner, or you can choose Mystery Prize A or Mystery Prize B. And then whatever you get what you get, and you don't get upset. But I would never give you something that you wouldn't enjoy. Does that sound good? Don't start asking questions. Terry Cincinnati, slow down. I will show you the prize potentially that you are playing for. You can choose this prize or a mystery prize while I try and think of what the answer is going to be. This guy was tough to get. He remains a long-time favorite of mine. I never realized that I was a collector of these until I started getting them. But now I have to tell you, I do love me some Funko Pops, right? By love Funko Pops, I mean, I love Funko Pops. They're pretty much all Spider-Man. There's a couple, I think there's Willy Wonka, Groot, Sonny Corleone, and a few others, some Tron, but most of those are all Spider-Man. This is not a Spider-Man Funko Pop. It is a Funko Pop, but it's Figment. So, this was one of the hot items to try and get during Epcot's 35th anniversary. I was able to get my hands on a few of these specifically so that I could give them away on the show. Figment is mint in a pretty mint box. He is a Disney Parks exclusive. He is number 293, and he retails for $19.99, although I think on eBay he's like 6 times as much. So you have a choice of the Funko Pop or the Funko Pop, the Figment Funko Pop, say that 3 times fast, the Figment Funko Pop, or one of 2 different mystery prizes that you won't know unless and until you choose them. Now, I will think of some place in Walt Disney World, past or present. We will take 20-ish yes or no questions. The first one to guess it wins. Got it? Good. Now I have to try and think of exactly what I want this to be. So, I don't know. That's a pretty good prize. That's a pretty good prize. I have to make this. I have to make this a good one, don't I? Let me think. All right, I'm going to make you guys work for this one. I'm going to tell you, I'm giving you fair warning, this one's tough. This one is tough. Maybe this might be too tough. Let's see how many questions we get through, and then we'll see how tough it really is. Again, yes or no questions only. I will try my best to keep some sort of relative track of... would all of you stop guessing the boathouse? It might actually be the boathouse. Again, the first correct answer that I see is the one that will be the winner. So, good luck. Have fun. Go. Melanie Jones, it is not Perkins. I'm going to try and keep right. I'm going to try and keep track of the conversation here. Okay. Is it Bing Bong? No. Is it a person? No. Is it a ride? No. Is it in a resort? No. Is it Enzo's? No. Does it still exist? Smart question right off the bat. No, it does not. It does not still exist. It is not a lighthouse. Is it connected with Carousel of Progress? No. Good question, Ricky DJ Technoid Reed, who you can find on SoundCloud, by the way. Am I writing a novel? No. I'm going to write that down. Is it food related? Yes. Kendall Collins, see, you know me. Is it something in the past? Yes, it is. Is it a bathroom? No. Is it a pancake restaurant near Disney World? No. It is food related. It's not Magic Kingdom. It's not Horizons. It's not in a park. I don't know why I'm keeping track because I'm going to keep going. Is it Skyleidoscope? No. Is it an attraction? No. Is it 20,000 Leagues? No. It's not in a park. It's not Kitchen Cabaret. It's not a cookbook. It's a cookbook to serve man. Is it from the recent past? No, it's not. Good question, though, Kirsten. Is it pot roast mac and cheese? Aw, tear. No, it's not. Is it fettuccine? Oh, fettuccine. It's not the Odyssey restaurant. Good guess. Is it roast beef mac and, you mean pot roast mac and cheese? No. Is it Island Mercantile? No. The Odyssey, the Adventurers Club? No, 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 no. Is it the Adventurers Club? No. It's not pot roast mac and cheese. It is, no, chimichanga's so good. It's not the Odyssey. It's not wine and Tahitian Terrace. It's not Dunkin' Donuts. It is not. Oh, very good guess. Top of the World Supper Club. Is it a restaurant? This is way past 20. I don't even know why I'm keeping track. It is not the Top of the World Supper Club, but it is a restaurant. It's not the Empress Lily. Did a famous golfer date a waitress from this pancake restaurant? What? No. Is it a food place? It was. Polite Pig. It's still there. Top of the World, pot roast mac and cheese, not Morimoto. Is it a handwich? No, but they're so delicious. Let's see. Was it in downtown Disney? Yes. It is not Empress Lily. It's not the Planet Hollywood. Pollo Campero. Good guess, considering our conversation, but that's not it. Boma, Spoodles, Rainforest, not Epcot Resorts, not Adventures Club, not Wolfgang Pucks, not Pizza Plant or Pizza Planet. It was in downtown Disney. It was not Tangaroa Terrace. That was in Disneyland. Not Spoodles. Melanie Jones, good guess on Captain Jack's. I almost said that, but I'm like, nobody went to Captain Jack's. It was not Portobello's. It was a sit-down restaurant. Kirsten, good. These are important questions. Is it Rainforest? No, that's still there. Adventurers Club? It is not the Adventurers Club. Mannequins. Redate Technoid. Ricky Reed, look at you coming through, baby. It is, in fact, the fireworks factory from the oh-so-aforementioned Pleasure Island. Bravo to you. Look at you, man. Pulling out, you're still, it's not Chicken of the Sea. That was in Disneyland too. And wow, I didn't see another, Fulton's, another good guess. 8 Tracks, Judy Pavarini. That was the other one I almost wrote down. Stacy Stevenson Rackley. We just played 20 questions, 20 yes or no questions for something that I wrote down on this sheet for a chance to win a prize or a mystery prize package. So the prize that Ricky could be playing for is the Figment Funko Pop limited edition Disney Parks exclusive from Epcot's 35th. Now, Ricky DJ Technoid Reed, you have a choice. Sarah McCraig just guessed fireworks. I'm good for the old stuff, he said. So there you go. So a few other guesses late coming in for Fireworks Factory. Fireworks Factory stands pretty much now kind of where Boathouse, of course, stands. Well, that was more like Rock and Roll, or the Rock and Roll Beach Club. But in that same general area, it was a fireworks, like an old fireworks factory that turned into a barbecue joint. Really, really good food. I still have a matchbook. Shows how old it was. A matchbook from the old fireworks factory, which I believe closed 90 something. So, Ricky, you you win, and you have a choice. You can have the Epcot 25th Figment Funko Pop, or you can choose Mystery Prize A, which I will put right here, or Mystery Prize B, which I will put on this side, so you know that there's no shenanigans going on here. So let me know in the comments, do you want the Funko Pop or do you want the mystery prize? And if you don't choose a mystery prize, they will roll over to a future contest. And did I say 35th, 25th, whatever. 25, 35, it's all the same thing. You know what I meant, Terry Cincinnati. I'm tired and I'm hungry. And I'm always hungry. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always hungry. So you chose the Funko Figment. So Ricky DJ Technoid Reed, I'm pretty sure I have your address, but I'm old and senile. So please email or message me, and I will get your Figment Funko Pop out to you right away. The two mystery prizes, and I will tell you that one of them was a prize pack. There's a prize package that includes, make sure this is off camera, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoops. There's about 7 to 9 different items in that one prize pack. Maybe it was good. Maybe it was a wah, 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 wah. I would never do that to you. But, so Ricky, this is yours. I will write on here, Ricky. I will box him up. I will wait for your address, and I will get him out to you right away. You guys like that? You guys like playing these games every week? Chance to win stuff. It's not always going to be something from the past. So if you didn't know of Fireworks Factory, don't fret, because I'll probably choose another restaurant for a future one. So Becky Menken says, good choice, Ricky. Whoa. I don't know. This other prize pack, this one doesn't stink either. There's some pretty cool stuff in here, including something that I don't think you can buy this anywhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't buy that one thing anywhere. So, well, we'll have to find out on a future show and a future giveaway. So, congratulations. Thanks to all of you who have played. Let me just leave you guys with a couple of other quick reminders, and then I will let you guys go for the evening here. Let me just see one thing. Don't forget, please, and thank you so much to all of you. I have gotten really, really incredible feedback on the Jim Cummings interview. Don't forget, Christopher Robin comes out in theaters August 3rd. If you have been listening, thank you, thank you, thank you. Tonight, tomorrow, I'm asking for you to help me, do me a favor. If you can share this out, this image, the link, iTunes, whatever it is, share this out with your friends, with your family. If you're a member of other Facebook groups, Instagram, Twitter, Friend Feed, CompuServe, Prodigy, Bulletin Board System, Usenet news groups, wherever you think that somebody might be interested. On a personal level, I loved talking with Jim. I only wish that we had more time together. I'm excited for Christopher Robin. Like, I'm going to bring my tissues. And I might bring my Pooh Bear with me. Because I love him as a voice actor. I love the actors that they've chosen. I love the idea of this storyline. So any help that you can give in helping to spread the word is greatly appreciated. Don't forget, if you're going to be in the Indianapolis, Noblesville, Indiana area, Saturday, August 25th, I'll be there. And then I'll be the next day, the 26th, we'll be doing a meetup in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, an on-the-road meetup. Anybody and everybody is welcome. Also, don't forget, if I could help you in some way, turn that idea, that project, that show, that site, whatever it is, if I can help you with some one-on-one or small group coaching, I have 2 seats left for my Tuesday night mastermind group. Also, don't forget, too, that, wait, I'm doing this all by myself. Don't forget that Momentum in Walt Disney World, it's during Food and Wine Festival. just remember. It does take place October 6th and 7th. I've announced Dan Cockrell, Ashley Eckstein as our keynote speakers. I'll have all the speakers announced probably next week, as well as a full itinerary. There's about 10 seats left. I expect those to go probably within the next few days. So if you are at all interested, I suggest hopping on that. I have extended, I didn't tell anybody, I actually extended the early bird price a little bit longer. I just don't call it early bird anymore, so you can still get the early bird pricing if you register now. Save the dates. Becky Menken, we're going to try and get these this announced next week. And also, if you have any interest in joining us in Japan, I promise you this is not only the trip I have been waiting for, but this, I believe, will be the absolute trip of a lifetime. And I would love for you guys to be there and join with us. If you are looking for some WDW Radio logo gear, some Disney shirts, some Star Wars shirts, some Marvel shirts, I've curated literally hundreds and hundreds of the thousands of designs that are on TeePublic. You can go to www.radio.com/shirts. They may or may not be going on sale soon, so always keep an eye out for that. What else am I missing? Thank you, as always, to Becky Menken and the team from Mouse Fan Travel. First of all, we had a blast last week, and we didn't kill each other. Again, we're getting good at this. After 10 years, go figure. We had a blast last week at Pixar Pier. If you haven't checked out the videos I posted, an interview with an Imagineer, as well as today's The Secret. Literally, it's a secret dining location in Pixar Pier. I show you how to find it, how to get in, and probably the best view anywhere in Pixar Pier. Again, I would love if you check out that video. Don't just like it, but more importantly, if you can, please share that out. And we'll have a couple more videos coming to you probably within the next couple of days from Pixar Pier, as well as a little bit of a recap of our adventure there. I think I remember everything that I wanted to talk about. Thanks again to all of you who are members of the WDW Radio Nation. I appreciate every single one of you. If you want to find out more, it not only helps the show, but is a great way to be another sort of part of the member of this amazing community that you guys have built and created and fostered and grown and loved. I said I was giving an interview earlier today, and I will tell you that it is something that people from an outside perspective are blown away by the love and the friendship that you guys have, not for the show or for me, but for one another, the work that you do for Make-A-Wish. We talked a lot about today, and that's all on you. I help facilitate, but you are the people that build and foster and create and nurture this community, and I love and appreciate you individually as well as all of you collectively for that. You make you want to talk about changing somebody's life. You, simply by virtue of you being here, have changed my life, and hopefully that ripple effect has a positive impact on the lives that we all get to touch. So thank you for that. And if there's ever anything I can do to thank you, please let me know. If you're not a member of the Box People group, get on over to www.radio.com/community. Join the Box People group on Facebook. Introduce yourself. Get comfortable. Grab a snack. And that's where the conversations and our community lives on Facebook. So thank you guys again. I will see you probably next week, possibly Saturday. Maybe I'll go live from Typhoon Lagoon. I'll be the guy in the muumuu, in the shade, in the dark. But maybe I'll take you guys around Typhoon Lagoon with me if I get out there. So thank you very much. Congratulations, Ricky. Thanks to all of you guys. I love you. Have a great night. See ya.